Welcome students to the chapter number 4 of Engineering Materials Heat Treatment of Steels Part 3. In this video, I will discuss about the various hardening processes. The main two hardening processes are surface hardening and case hardening. The different surface hardening processes are cyaniding, nitriding, flame hardening, and electrical induction hardening. Carburizing is a case hardening process. The two different type of carburizing processes are pack carburizing and gas carburizing. Now what is a surface hardening process? The method of producing hard surface layer on the parts of steel by any one of the methods: cyaniding, nitriding, flame hardening, or electrical induction hardening. Actually, there is no difference in between surface hardening and case hardening process. The difference lies only on the method of producing hardness on the outer surface of the parts. Case hardening is the process of producing a hard layer on the outer surface of steel, keeping the interior portion as soft as before. The process being carried out by increasing the percentage of carbon in steel on its outer surface. In this process of carburization, that is, saturating the surface layer of steel with carbon to about 0.9% or some other process by which the case is hardened and the core remains soft. The carburized steel is then heated and quenched so that only the surface layer can respond and the core remaining soft and tough, since its carbon content is very low. The advantages of this process are a hard and wear resistant surface can be obtained on machine parts with enrichment of the surface layer with carbon to a concentration of about 0.75 to 1.2%. A tough core can be obtained. Close tolerances in machining parts are obtained. A higher fatigue limit and high mechanical properties in the core can be obtained. The parts to which case hardening is applied are low carbon steel containing 0.1 to 0.18% of carbon, which otherwise will not respond to direct hardening. Steel with 0.2 to 0.3% of carbon for large components. It has become a tendency to case harden the steel with higher carbon content for medium and small machine parts. Alloy steels such as chromium steel, chromium nickel steel, chromium manganese titanium steel can be case hardened. It is possible to keep some areas soft by insulating them during the carburization in case hardening method. Cyaniding is the method of producing hard surface on low carbon or medium carbon steel by using a cyanide salt in the molten state. In this process, at first, the steel parts are immersed in molten sodium cyanide, which melts at 800 to 900 degrees centigrade, and finally quenching the steel in water or oil. During the process, the steel absorbs carbon and nitrogen from the molten cyanide, and the hardness is produced due to the presence of compound of nitrogen and carbon in the outer surface. On an average, a hard surface layer of about 0.1 to 5 mm of depth is produced in a time period of about 15 minutes. The advantages of cyaniding are: the hardened surface becomes bright. Distortion can be easily avoided. The change in hardness from the outer surface to the central portion is gradual. Since there is a presence of nitrogen compound on the outer surface, the hardness produced is very high. The main disadvantage of this process is that the cyanide salts are very poisonous. It may attack wounds. Even its fumes should be avoided. In automobiles, the low carbon steel parts are surface hardened by this method. Nitriding is the process of producing hard surface layer on alloy steels. In this process, the steel is heated in a gas-tight box through which ammonia gas is passed. The box being raised to a temperature of about 500 to 650 degrees centigrade, then the steel is allowed to cool in the furnace itself with the source of heat removed. At this temperature, the ammonia is dissociated and the nascent nitrogen is produced. This nitrogen combines with the steel, producing nitride, which is a very hard substance. On an average, a hard surface layer of about 0.2 mm to 0.4 mm depth is produced in 50 hours. The advantages of nitriding are: no heat treatment is required after the nitriding operation. There is no possibility of any damage to the job, such as scale on the surface, crack and distortion, etc. A very high hardness can be obtained, which is about 1000 to 1100 ppm, and which cannot be obtained by any other processes. No machining is required. The disadvantages are: only a few alloys can respond to this treatment. The process is very lengthy to harden the job, and at the same time it is a very costly process. Milling cutter, drill bit, etc. are surface hardened by the nitriding process. The flame hardening is the process of producing hardness on the surface of steel by heating it with oxyacetylene. In this method, the steel part is heated by directing the oxyacetylene flame until the temperature of the part is reached above the upper critical point, and then quenching the heated part by the spray of water or oil. The steel used for flame hardening contains carbon from 0.4% to 0.6% by this method, and the maximum depth of hard layer produced is 3 mm. The advantages of flame hardening method are: the process makes it possible to harden a part which is so large that it cannot be accommodated in a furnace for heating. The procedure is quick. The disadvantage of this method is that the temperature cannot be controlled and the overheating may occur that may cause distortion and cracks. Gears, cams, rollers, lathe bed, etc. can be surface hardened by flame hardening method. Electrical induction hardening consists of passing high frequency alternating current of about 2 kHz through a copper inductor block that acts as a primary coil of a transformer. The part to be surface hardened is placed inside the block, but its surfaces do not touch the block. The heating effect is due to the induced eddy current and hysteresis loss in the surface of the part, and then the heated areas are quenched immediately by the spray of water which delivered through a number of holes in the block. The hardening temperature is about 750 to 760 degrees centigrade for 5% carbon steel and 790 to 800 degrees centigrade for alloy steel. In this method, a surface layer of about 3 mm depth is produced in 5 seconds. The advantages of electrical induction hardening are: the procedure is very quick, operation is clean, this process does not produce any scales, there is no distortion of the parts, and no provision for manual handling of the equipment. The heat treatment cost is low. For surface hardening of crankshaft, camshaft, automobile axles, etc., electrical induction hardening is used. Carburizing is a case hardening process. It is used for case hardening of low carbon steel having about 0.15% of carbon. There are two types of carburizing. One is pack carburizing and another is gas carburizing. Pack carburizing is the method of heating the steel to 900 to 925 degrees centigrade in contact with some carbonaceous materials such as wood charcoal, bone charcoal, leather charcoal mixed with some energizers which consists of barium carbonate 20 to 25%, calcium carbonate or sodium carbonate 3.5 to 5.5%. These energizers are added to improve the rate of carburizing. At carburizing temperature, the outer surface of the steel absorbs carbon from the packing materials. And finally, the parts are quenched in oil or water depending on whether the steel is alloy steel or a plain carbon steel. On an average of 1 millimeter deep hard layer is produced in 5 hours at carburizing temperature. A surface of high carbon steel can be produced on low carbon steel by gas carburizing method. In this process, the steel parts are heated to a temperature above upper critical point in an airtight chamber containing gases rich in carbon. The gases used for this purpose may be methane, ethane, coal gas, etc. The gas carburizing temperature varies from 900 degrees centigrade to 950 degrees centigrade. Gears, cams, camshaft, etc. are case hardened by carburizing method. The lecture on hardening processes is now completed. We'll be back with heat treatment of steels part 4 very soon. Thank you students for listening the lecture.